It's 9 o'clock here in Sweden, on the, what do you say, before midnight here. So today I'm going to more introduce myself because I have just realized that I haven't done that. And then I think, but I do that in a live so people can, if they want, ask some questions. My name is medium Camilla Engström, and I work as a medium. And sometimes I'm still jump in my before I was medium, as I was a riding teacher, horses, and I was working in a riding school, and I loved that job too. But my body didn't really, not full time. It couldn't take it, and I'm going to explain why uh, a little later. But I'm working most of my time full time as a medium, and then I create. It's meditations, it's classes, and it is what I am do too. I do mostly seances of what I call it, talking to the spirits, and I do it at least two in month, and I want to do more. In Mars is going to be more. Then I'm going to be on in fairy tales. It's going to be awesome in Mars, and I hope I can fill up April and May, uh, most likely. Yeah, I want to fill up that too, so we can be busy spring. I hope so. Um, my hope and dreams with my why I'm working as a medium. This is a big question. I think many ask, why are you medium? When I was a kid, and my whole life, I have been hunted, really hunted, hunted. Ghost, ghosts. Everywhere I go, it is ghosts. It was ghosts everywhere I was. But when I was 10 years old, my grandma, eller what do you say in English? Grandma, and the father's side. I think you say it on the other way. Anyway, she passed away when I was 10. Uh, a couple of weeks after she has died, I was laying down in my bed and was reading a magazine, and I realized that I feel that I'm not alone. I was put down the magazine at me. It was no one there, and this is weird, but it feels like someone is here. And I had a broken TV in my room, and in somehow my eyes go directly to the broken TV, and I see a girl sitting on my bed. And I went, what? And I was looking right to the bed again, and then I was looking right to the TV, and I was so confused in the first day. I was, what am I seeing here? A girl on my bed, but it's not on my bed, but it's in the TV on my bed, in the mirror. And I was 10 years old, so you can imagine that what I did. I scream. And my parents went in. It was like, it was crazy. And the dad, he say that it was probably a shadow. And but why is it missing now? But it can be temporary. It was maybe a car. It was something. And I was, okay. I went back in the bed again and reading my magazine, and you are picking out chic, and oh, yes, I was, but went about 30, 40 minutes, and I get that feeling again. I am not alone. I get that feeling. I'm not alone. And I look at the bed. It was nobody there. And my eye right to the television. And there it was. There she was. The lady or the girl with the long black hair uh, sitting on my bed. And my dad said it can be a shadow. Okay. So I went round my whole room and looking for that shadow. That shadow, that girl on the bed, she was sitting on the bed the whole time. She was not leaving. I was doing everything. I was with the lights. I was even turn on lights and off, and it, I could not I could not figure out what it was. So when I have tried everything, it was probably I was in 20 minutes. I was in my room and tried to figure out what it was. I cannot explain it. Then I understand that this this is a ghost. I think this is a ghost. So I screamed, and my parent went in, and it was gone. And I wonder, why cannot more people see a ghost same time? Is there something they had that is it a rule up there? What do you what do you think? It's I yeah, this has been in my mind a lot. So that was my really first big memory from meeting ghosts. But I know that I haven't been alone when I was alone. I couldn't sleep alone when I was really uh, small child. It was I was always never alone, and this went on when I was older and older, and when I was grown up, I couldn't be alone, even even not a night alone. It was always haunted me with always something. But when I have company, it was no um, it was no how can I say, it was no hunting. I could see something in flick in the eye, but and I could feel it was there, but it was never hunting. It when it was when I was alone. So this was on and off, and um yeah, this is what I get. I was in a chat room for horse people, and we had just one little chat that was just about ghosts and spirits and all that. And I had, I needed help. I was so, this wasn't then my that was not my life. I didn't know what chakra was or meditation. I was a horse girl. I was a riding teacher. I was so earth close you can be, and I was so haunted. It would never leave me alone. When I was a young girl, this is so this is so good. When I was a young girl, I was um, I did a deal with the ghost. I had this is when I was a teenager, like yeah, teenager, and then I had a TV on my room, and I figured out that if I had the TV on the night, the ghost would often leave me alone. But my my mother or father, they when they say that they see that oh the TV is on, we go and turn it on, turn it off, and I was no, I the ghost never leave me alone when the TV was off, and it was just go up and put it on again, and I was saying to them, to my mother and father, but I wanted want to say that it was for the ghost the TV was on because they will think that I was nuts. I thought that, but I said that I sleep better when the TV is on, and my mother that they okay, but the science say it's not you not sleep good when it is noise and that, and I said yes I do because I think it the ghosts won't disturb me not that much. It sometimes they disturb me anyway, but it was not that much. It was not every night. So I make the deal, and the deal is still on. So, but I don't have that kind of problem now because I a medium. So I have learned from. We have a guy here in Sweden. The name is Andreas Östlund. He has taught me how I clean houses and ghosts and all that. So this is a lot with me and my the ghosts. It was so much. So I write in the chat, I say with the horse people, we had the chat just around ghosts, and I write and I said, help, can someone help me, please? It is sometimes it was so noisy in the kitchens. It was like I thought, now we have no kitchen left. It was like boom in the kitchen, and I think it cannot be nothing left. But when I went in the kitchen, it was like it used to. Sometimes the kitchen's the water was on, so that was they just I think they just mocking me and the spirits. I was not happy and afraid. I was afraid a lot because I could not handle it. No one showed me how I could handle it. And in this chat, a woman taught me something we call the lock. Uh, how can you say it in the English? But it's like a lock. You think you have a lock over your head, and then you like you are going to uh, really how can I say that? You screw it, screw. I hope I say it right. Screw it, and they said do as much you need to do with the screw, and every time was 7. And many years after, many, but can be 10 years after, uh, when I learn about the chakra we use when we're working as a medium, they are 7. It was about, okay, now I understand why I needed to do 7. So uh, this is have been in my life. I haven't just understand that. When I thinking back into history, I see the animals are teaching me, the ghost I meet, they have teaching me, uh, it's been, they have teaching me my whole life. And one night I was home alone, and it was like a party in with the outdoor but indoor, and I saw movements in my home, and I thought that this I cannot have this. I need help. I cannot have this. So of course it was in the vacations month in Sweden, July, like everybody goes on the vacation. So I couldn't find anyone could help me just there, right there. So I are very popular. She's name is Vendela Sedelholm, and she has been on the TV here in Sweden, and I thought maybe she could can help me. And she write back and she said, "Come on in here to the town in Stockholm and go to one of us classes." And I thought, how can that help? What I have here at home. I did it real. Okay, but I listened to her. So I went into the class, and it was the best decisions I have made in my whole life. And she fought a little for me because the classes was full. And if I went in, we should be one too many, and it was be odd in the when we are going to do some yeah, what's his name, when we are doing some in Sweden it is, but yeah, we're doing some lessons to each other and all that. But she fought for me and to her college, and she said she is going to go in this now. And I'm okay. I was so happy to that. Practice. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Practice. My brain sometimes is but words. Anyway, we did so-called meditations with Vandela, and we did some, I don't know what the meditations, but we did that. In the end of the meditation, we meet the spirits, and I feel like I was this. I have landed. I have coming home. It feels like this is my way. It feels so right. And I was telling that to Vendela and ask her if this feels like I am coming home. I don't understand. And she said, this, some of my students are telling me this, and almost everybody is working, almost everybody working with this when they're feeling like this. And she had right. I am working with this. So it's I teaching mediumships is what I'm teaching, but I am also a riding teacher for horses. I'm not working on that so much anymore, but sometimes I jump in and are um, standby riding teacher to some of the riding school in Stockholm, and sometimes old students that have buy some horses, they are reach out and say, "Can you come and teach us?" And I say, "Of course, I can go." So I'm really good as a riding teacher. I'm really, really good. But my body didn't working out really well with the heavy as it is. And I have a really good job, part-time work, and one of the biggest riding school in Stockholm. But I only Yes, I ride horses too. And I oh, I work in the 5 years nonstop every weekend. In the 5 years, every weekend, I work on the riding school every weekend from sometimes Thursday to Sunday, and on that riding school. And sometimes 1.5 year I had on Monday on another riding school. So that was taking so much power from me, and I wanted some more on the weekends, evenings on the weekend, and not every weekend. I want to have more weekends for this job too, because this the writing teacher job I wasn't getting more time, so I was asking, uh, can you get me more on the uh, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, like that. Yeah, and I love to teach, and I'm really, really good on it. Really, and I'm popular. And why I'm popular, it is because when I was young and I was on my first riding school, I was learning to ride. The teachers there was favorites. If they have favorites, every group, it was only two or three that gets in the sections, and I hate that because every student have pay the same. They should get the same. Everybody is needs to be seeing. They need to get what they need to get for they are going to development. So I was saying that I am going to be the best writing teacher in the Sweden. That was my goal when I was holding my body. And why I didn't my body didn't work out, it was when thank you. Uh, it was I was when I was 19 years old, my first real horse job. I was riding young horses and was really good on education horses and riding. I was fell off. It was the horse has been in the indoor in 4 days, and that was not usual. So he was very happy to come out. And for the first time in his 6 years old life, he was bucking with me. And he get panic when I changed my balance and my body was on his neck. And he get panic. So that's why I fell off him. He was just rah. He was panic, and that was not his fault. It was nobody's fault. It was an accident. But I broke my jaw here, and it felt like it was hanging here. It didn't seems like that, but it felt like that. So it uh, like we do. We riding girls. We are. I fell off. I go up and I bend down, took up my stuff I have dropped, and then it was very heavy to breathe. So what I had done, it was broken so bones, the rib bones, and they had puncture a lung. So we had to call an ambulance, and that was not fun. It was 1 week in the hospital with operations and that, but it wasn't stand there. What was nobody asked was why it took 6 months for my jaw to heal. Nobody was asking that. It was not useless. It takes 8 weeks for everybody else. Why did it take 6 months? Nobody asked that question. And on that 6 months, we did operations because the hospital I was with my broken bone first time, that hospital had not done so good operations, so they have to do operations again and fix. So uh, in this time, I get nerve pain. Nobody can understand. It took 7 years, 7 years for me to get the diagnosis. It was trigeminus neuralgia, it's called. It then in that time it called suicide disease. It is one of the painfulest pain a human being can experience, because it is like electric. It's like someone is stab you with a knife, and then you get the lightning bolt too when it is really going on. It is not funny. I 1 year I was 10 times in the ER, and they have some medications that can calm the nerves really on the edge. They can get it to cool down. Morphine is not really helping in that it that medications. So this just went me off from shit. I cannot jump that high fencing anymore. I cannot. It was. I tried many years because I'm stubborn. So I tried to work as a housekeeper, and I tried to. I wanted to. I wanted so much. I loved this riding teaching. I loved to. Uh, yeah, it was my passions with horses. And in meanwhile, I have the ghosts after me saying too. And the animal communications, I thought that was what everybody gets. That everybody gets the picture from the horses and what the horses was telling about what's happening on the farm this day. What the cats want and what the dogs say. And I thought it was like everybody get that. So that too I had. But my passion was I wanted to help others to I wanted to learn riding school, that riding school don't need to be just on the basic, and we can be over the basics with the riding school if we do it on the right way without to pressure the horses. But if we are going to build up a riding school on that level, that the horse, the students on the riding school can get to try some high levels lessons on the horses, then we need more horses on the riding school. But I was just it was just bloody head in the wall for me every time I trying to get that. For keep the students, they need to development, they need to learn more, we need to, yeah, get the spirit, get over fun it is. I learned today, or just that it don't get well, but I did learn something. We have to. It is so much fun, and you are developing your personal growth with horses, with the riding horses. It it goes so much in hand. But the teenager, the riding school have problems to keep teenager. Like they don't move forward. So that is frustrated. But when I have pony lessons, and the teenager, they don't want to go to forward. They wanted to be with me because they know that they are. We can stay here in this low level because I get it. I get why I need from Camilla anyway. So this is why I realized that I'm not going to get more in the writing teachers in the writing school because they are. We have done this in 40 years, and we are not. They're not thinking outside the box. So my dreams, I think, my dreams in the writing school is more forward and uh, and what they are today. But I think we really need that forward look and doing that for keep the writing schools alive. I think it is so. Um, a writing school need to have the low level, the ground, build it up to high level. So, but it was many. It was much on the writing school my year, but that is my passion, and I can a lot of horses. I can a lot to how you going to do. So I realized this today that I should do some online courses and teach, learn more how you can be a really good teacher because it's so many things you need to be for be a good teacher. It's not about you have got a high I have studied this. You can study how high you level you have done. If you don't have, um, if you don't have that skill of teaching, the passion for teaching, the really to see both horses and the students, just to um, can say I learned the students how that horse they sitting on that day, how that horse work, and the day for the lesson, how we're going to do. So they get a lot of on my lessons. But I working and with Wendell Sevon, but I talking about in the beginning in this live when I just fall in her classes and I do that did a lot of classes for her because and it was in the secret because it was in that time we could not it was not okay to talk about it really not here in Sweden it was not that you cannot say that out to people that I'm a medium they should just turn around and go. I was in my mind it was like that. Then one day I thought I just feel that okay I am a medium. I just feel that. So hi, I'm going to get the diploma. 2 weeks 2 weeks later, a medium that are famous too here in Sweden, he um, released his mediumships uh, courses, and I jumped on that. It was a 6 months program, and I learned. I had a lot learning in that I could a lot of what he's in the beginning, but what I didn't uh, could was house cleaning. That is the biggest he had. At that I was a little bit fear to do that because I had my own fears from my own house and all that. But when I was the first time I was doing in the courses, I was this was really fun. And so I love it. So we go to the beginning in the live. I said, why am I a medium? It is because I love it, but it's so much more. It is, I realize this is really a good helping to people. I am the bridge between the two worlds. I am, when I have my talking to the spirits seances, I have, I really am the bridge. But it's not just I saying that, oh, I'm have a grandpa here and a lady maybe say, oh, this mine is just to give the connection that they really know it is really him. It is really him. She cannot, this you cannot read on this. She is sharing stuff that is just in my head, that we just share, that nobody else know. And when I really want that I develop with the spirit world is when we have that connection, when we have that spirit and we have the receiver, we go deeper and get the receiver more helping. How can the spirit helping the receiver that are here in the earth? How can the spirit give some device so it can help the the spirit here in the earth, the receiver, the person to going forward, the personal growth to, yeah, that is important for me. It's not just a message that just eat more vegetables. No, I want more deeper. I want giving really good device so they so the audience can take that with them too, not just the receiver, the audience too. So mediumships and personal growth is going hand in hand. If you not grow in your personal growing, personal, you are not growing in your mediumship. They go hand in hand. So if you're not working in the mediumship, you have to be active because it should. You have to be active so you can grow. It is like everything else. You have to train. You have to be curious. You have to. I'm asking, how can I be better than I am today? Spirit world, please show me. Universe, please show me. How can I be better? In some way, they're showing me. I can get an idea, or someone is telling me some idea. It can come to me in any way. So just to helping people and animals. I'm an animal communicator. Did you remember I said in the beginning of the live that I have got pictures and I get many from the animals, and I thought that that was I thought everybody get that. It was usual, but I realized that that was not usual. And when I was riding a friend's pony when I was a teenager, and I was getting a clear picture from the left leg, the hoof, that the horse has stone in the shoe. And I thought, no, I'm just imagination. No, we cannot. But 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 think it if it is it. So I jump off the horse and I left up the left hoof, and there was exactly the picture I get. And that scares me when I was just 15 years old. So that was a little bit scary. And this is my life. It just accept it, and I love it. I love it, and I love to help people. So I am picking up and doing a lot of classes now, courses that I can then release. So I'm working on that. I'm working even with how little bit what horses say, what cats usually say, and dogs usually say, and some birds are saying, rabbits usually saying, and then I go in more to help, some advice. I'm not expert on the horses, but I have a lot of experience and I have studied a lot of horses. I have going on the horse mecca, we call it. Its name is Strömsholm. I got a lot of classes there, and so I have a lot and experience. So I think that I can do some courses on that advice, like how you can build up your horse, how you can understand your horse better, because the horses and the dogs and the cats, they are okay. The cats maybe not like that communicator. They are like that we are the servants and you are going to listen to them when they are saying you. They are more like that. Dogs are like, oh, are we going to do something great today? They are like that. But they are communicate a lot with the eyes, with the ears, with the how they stand and go and walk and talk. So they are communicate, but horses are communicated a lot more with small, with the body language, with how they hold the head, how the eye are, how the ears are, mount. They are really good communicators. So they are just not sending picture to each other. They are really communicator with the body language. And I believe that everybody can teach, can learn this. Everybody, if you just take the time, spend time with your animals, what you know have. Just spend time with it a lot. Studied it. See how it they act, how what they do. Oh, when with that doing like that, it probably mean like that. We test it again. Does it repeat it? Yes, it do. Just study the animal. I was study the horse when they go in the fields with many horses in the fields, just to look how they are um, talking to each other. And when we have the smaller pony, the Shetland pony, they have a little different language and the bigger horse. So the bigger horse don't uh, often can read them well. That's why they are not connection often really well. Some do, but some ones are not. So this is really awesome to just look and spend time. So I have done a lot to just see and think and feel, and what do I feel in this experience, because you can pick up the feeling from the animals too. Can we do that on each other? Because we do that, we are like a big radio mast and pick up feelings, emotion, thoughts from everybody around us. And that is I going to do, uh, or have I done? No, I'm going to do a course for that too. How can I know if it is mine or something else, someone else thoughts, emotion, and how can I do to protect myself more from that? So I am building up uh, courses now, mediumships with animals and special little bit more. It's about horses, and uh, I hope I can finish this in the end of the February. It is a lot. I thought it is a lot I have coming up here, and meditations. I have one meditation here in YouTube that are free to do. It's in Swedish, so I am going to do some in English too. So you English speaking people can join that too. And that's why I'm speaking English, Swedish today. English, I hope you understand me more. So it is for the whole world. Because my dream is to go to like New York and have a seance, talking to spirits in New York. That is my dream, and that is my one of my goal. So that is what I really want. So if you know someone that maybe can help me on that, please uh, help me. You can email them on info@mediumcamilla.se. If you want to go for me on a seance, I have now in Sunday, now on Sunday, the 15th February. Uh, in Sweden's time, it is 7 o'clock before midnight. I have a seance, and that is on Zoom. So everybody on the whole world can be on this one. I think I have this one in the YouTube, and you can go in my homepage www.mediumcamilla.se, and you can see that in seance tickets. Seance, you will see seances, but in Swedish it's named seansbiljetter. Then you can see and how you can buy it. If you want to buy it right now, you just email on info@mediumcamilla.se. Then you get more instruction from that. And that is awesome to do seance on the internet. Isn't that weird? But it all is energy. Everything is energy. So it is not weird when you are thinking really about it. We can phone call each other. So this is like a phone call I'm doing from the spirit world, and do it on Zoom. Is awesome. And yeah, I think that can be for today. And we'll see here. Frida Velin saying, how can I share my voice? Cannot get it. How can I get the cards? Share my voice. Oh. Får inte ihop den English. How can I on the card share my voice? Look at the card, Frida. What do we have for colors on the cards? Do we have some symbols on the cards? And what feelings do you get when you feeling in that card? And the feeling should not be yours. It should be from above, from the spirit world, from the guides. So you have to be often when we not can read the card, we don't understand the card, is because we are too much emotion in ourselves. So the best way is to put that in the side and let it be. And then when you are calm and you are just not thinking of something or that upsets you or stress you up or something, just be Then you can take up the card again and look at it and just feel it. Yeah, if you're tired, that can be a big picture. Why? So just relax. Don't take it so hard to yourself. Um, it's a new day tomorrow. Then you can take a new card, or you let this just relax. It's maybe coming to you when you're trying too hard. When you push it, often you push it away. Just let it be and let it come and receive. We are often bad to receive. It's often that. So we need to be better to receive and not pushing uh, things. I am a good pusher. I am that too. That I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and why is it not working? That is when we push too much, we pushing it more far away from us. And I'm probably a big fan to push. I think I have to um, figure out how I can go around the problem. Go around the problem. So you have the problem with the card. Okay, go around it. Put it down and let it be and see what are coming up in your mind. That is a big advice to do. Oh, I have speak in 52 minutes. That was more, and I thought I should speak. So that is a little about me, or much about me. It was about a little about my life, and I was, yeah, we can do more of me in another day. I have many thoughts how I should do. I may apply to work tomorrow, cleaning instead, but I am afraid change job middle of the season. I think you should go to the work. You're feeling too much. Uh, Share my voice can be another way, and just the uh, work. You maybe can talk to maybe a parent about it more, or think, or a friend. But I think don't feel too much now. Uh, Go to work, but work in your, because I think they are glad if you show up, but then say I'm not full um, power. I'm not in the full power. So I'm still a little sick, so you know, but I'm trying, and so you know. Um, and I hope that they are happy that you are showing up on the work. So don't feel too much. Uh, and don't let the cards uh, showing you the way, and not too much. Let the institutions, not fear, lead you. If you fear, then if fear leads you, then it's not good. I my I seeking other jobs on in sometimes in the way you in when you're working. So seeking jobs, work, and looking on other. Sometimes you have to try works, and maybe you need to do some education. Sometimes it takes time to land in what you want to do, what your body like, and what you self like. And sometimes it is hard to have hard work, and I have had done that too. But I had I was lucky to have only riding teacher's job when I was working on the riding school. uh, it was harder too, to all the fences and all that to do. And not sure that my colleague will see it like that. I'm tired working too many girls. Yeah, it is like, but it is what it is, Frida. Don't feel so much. Just be. Just be. Don't think, don't feel, just be. When we are in that situations, that is the best. It is what it is, and you are working on your situations. You you're working on. You have to take one step at a time. You don't need to seek in 20 jobs every time, but maybe you can looking on the jobs, seeking one job in a time, and yeah, that is my advice. And some maybe you should have some. Maybe you should be some salesman or work in. Yeah, look in what job does it fit. Maybe you can have some job that is more working from home. Yeah, but you have to say stop on that too. You have to say I can handle this but not this. It is then you have to, you cannot let them to just go over you because you're new. uh, I think you have to say in kind way, but oh no, 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 please hold on, I cannot handle this. It's I'm not feeling good. I'm not in my full power yet. Please, you for take this now. They have to understand that. Then if they don't, I should I should then go. I can have some when people don't listen to me, and have explained that maybe if when they have been sick or something and they know it, and they are doing that, then I can be a little bit pissed, because people, I think kindness, we are going more forward in our life and in the world with more kindness and not judgments. And yeah, but don't stop yourself to work and to get in money to yourself and work on these situations. This is the best. Work on your situation. Take this like your moving forward power, that I am not going to be stay on this job, but I am not going to let life choose job for me. I am going to take this in my own hands and look for job. Take this like I'm not. I don't want to work with many guys, many girls. Okay, I'm searching job that it can be many jobs like hotel or something that have many girls, but they are so nice. So it is not the work. It is the workplace. It can be the workplace, but it's about the right people around you. True, but it's not easy with so many double morals. No. So don't look at the morals. Just go after you and be kind and say, I cannot do this because I'm not feeling so well right now. I'm not, I'm recovering still from the sickness. So just work on you. You do you. So, but that is my best advice. Just look for jobs. Look for jobs. Yes, that is true. It's all taking the work at April tomorrow. Ah, okay. Good luck tomorrow. So, uh, yeah, maybe you can be a hotel receptionist or something. Can be many things in your life. Don't give up. Now it's go an hour, and I think that this could be the end of the life today. And we see you when I send in live again. And if you have some questions or want to be in the, uh, if you want to be on the seance on the Sunday, just email at info@mediumcamilla.se, so you get more informations on the email. If you want to read more about me or about the seance and all that and what the cost, you go into my homepage. It is www.mediumcamilla.se. And I hope you get a nice evening and good night.